Yes, sir, we should. Okay, we are live now.
We are?
Yes, we are.
Thank you, Michael. Hi. Hi, everybody. We're saying hello to you from Cupertino, California. We're right next to San Francisco, for some of you who don't know. And we have been having a lot of fun without you. So I'm glad you could join us. It's going to be great. Anyway, I'm not going to waste any time because I want to keep playing. I have a lot of music to play tonight, so I want to, including a couple of songs I've never played in front of a live audience my whole career. Michael, first question, where do you want to take us?
We're going to start in Syria. Selena from Aleppo writes,
I don't think we're going there because I'm looking at a picture here. It's Tunisia. Oh, you will? Okay. Okay, we start with Selena.
All right. My sweet Yanni, thank you so much for giving us your amazing music. I love you so much, honey. Keys to Imagination, in particular, gives me a lot of positive energy. I just adore your music, and you are such a great person. I'm studying for my exams and listening to your calm music like Almost a Whisper, In the Morning Light, and Until the Last Moment. Your music is such a help for me, and thank you for that. I do have one request. Can you please play Almost a Whisper? I will be so happy. Thank you so much. I love you, honey.
Selena. Hi, Selena. She's from Aleppo. And it was a week ago that I started, she wrote on my Facebook and introduced herself. And she's 20 years old. She's going to school. You know about Aleppo, right? They're not having a good time. It's horrific. The conditions there are amazing. It's amazing that people are actually going to school there. She's one of them. And 5 or 6 hours later, after I got her first introduction, this is what happened. And I promised that I was going to tell her story around the world. She was in her living room studying, and she decided to go to the bedroom to pick up her laptop. On the way there, she was walking through her corridor, and something told her to stop. And he heard the word stop a couple times. All she remembers is she dropped the book, and a mortar shell came through the roof and went right in your bedroom. If she had just been in there 2 seconds earlier, she wouldn't be around. Now, this happened last week. This is not all. This is now. And everybody millions of people on my Facebook, a lot of people just took her in, and they're trying to encourage her. Because the shock, once he describes it, it's like reading Hemingway. I mean, it's like, couldn't breathe, the oxygen leaves. I mean, we don't know anything about this stuff. I was really stunned when she did that. And I proceeded to follow her, and she was talking about, she was a little bit shocked. The family ran off, they ran away in the middle of the night. I don't know for anywhere. Thank God they're okay right now. And she was thinking about, all she could think about is, I have to go back and get my books because I have exams next week. And I'm thinking, are you crazy? You can't go back to that house. There's a reason why a bomb fell on it. They're probably bombing that area. Stay away from that. Thank God the next morning she woke up, came to her senses. A lot of my friends were on with her. And she decided, I'm going to start a new life, new books. And there she is, beautiful young lady. She's studying aviation engineering. Very impressive. Selena, I love you. You're great. Keep it up. And I will play I will play Almost a Whisper for you, even though I have never played that song in my life. So I'm going to try to play it for you tonight, and all the people in Syria, and all of you here, and everybody else who is watching us. They're watching us from everywhere, from Europe, from you name it. So this is for Aleppo. Thank you. I told you this story because it's the triumph of the human spirit. No electricity, no water most of the time, and we think we have problems. We don't. We do, but not like that. So it's everybody in my Facebook page has mothered her, take her in, and really been advising her and helping. It's a whole family. It was pretty a heart tugger, and it happened. Anyway, last week was not a very good week. What else, Michael? Where do you want to take us?
We're going to go to Tunisia.
I thought so.
My Sim from Tunisia wants to say, "Hi, Yanni. All the fans in Tunisia are still waiting for you to come back, and I'm sure you will. My question is about your biography. Yanni in Words was an inspiration for so many fans. In this amazing book, you shared with us your memories and taught us about life and how you live your life. So are you planning for a second book talking about your life since 2003? I'm in touch with so many fans around the world, and they are all waiting for this. So much love, Maisen.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's a great question. I never even thought of writing a book. I did write the first one. I thought I needed to be 70 or 80 years old to get some wisdom in me so I have something to talk about. A friend of mine wrote me recently, Saman, I won't use your last name. That's fine, it's cool. He said that your Facebook page is like a never-ending book. Because I take them all with me. If I go to Egypt, they walk with me inside the Cheops Pyramid, the biggest pyramid in Egypt that most people are not allowed to go in, except I was there in the burial chamber. And I take my family and I introduce them to different cultures the best I can. So yeah, I will be writing a book sometime. I just don't think now is appropriate. I think it's a good thing for me that I'm traveling a lot and I'm learning. And the more I learn, the more I wait, the better it's going to be. So it's sorry about that. But we had an amazing time in Tunisia. We were there, I don't know, a couple of years ago, maybe 3. And we played, there it is. This is Carthage. We played 2 nights. The newspaper said about 27,000 people showed up. And they were the most amazing audience you ever saw. They were there from 2 in the afternoon, and they were chanting and singing and yelling my name, and the show didn't start until 10:30 at night. I thought, they're all going to be so tired by the time I get on stage, they're going to be asleep. No problem. And they touched us so much, it took us, all of us, the crew, the musicians, everybody, it took us a couple of weeks to get over it. The kind of love they gave us and how appreciative they were that we went there. They're very strong people, very sweet, very amazing, and you wouldn't know unless you went there. Most people, you know, they don't, but I am here for that reason, to express that. So I'm going to play something for you because I love the Tunisian people. They have a lot of faith in themselves, and they are powerful. And there's a lot of sweetness in them too. It's all together. And this one I have also, the last time I played it was, 23 years ago at the Royal Albert Hall in London. I have not played it on the piano, so forgive me if I don't get it perfectly. After all, you would understand it's a 9/8 time signature. It's called A Love for Life. And trust me, the Tunisians have that and know that. Thank you. I'm glad I was able to play that one. It's very heavily orchestrated, and when we did it at the Royal Albert Hall many, many years ago, there's choirs, orchestra, cello, violins, the whole thing. It was the church organ. It's a very powerful piece of music, but this is where it came from. This is the pure essence of the song. This is it right here. Then you add your bass and you add your cello and movements and all kinds of stuff, and it becomes beautiful. People are singing, there are female vocals, male vocals. It just, but that's what you're experiencing tonight. I don't know if I can do it right now, but I get emotional with these people. They get to me. I want to play a song that's very close to my heart, because it was inspired by my father's teachings. Yeah, I was very fortunate to have him around when I was growing up. He was my live-in philosopher, if you will. He would take me for these long walks up on the Greek mountains, and he would try to teach me about simplicity, appreciation for nature, appreciation for life, all of life. He was trying to teach this young boy how precious life really is and how short it really is. Imagine a young kid trying to understand that we don't live forever. But he persisted. He would say, I could hear his voice still. He would just say, you can't take life for granted. You have to live every last moment of it to the fullest. You can't sleepwalk through life. All these things were going through my head when I wrote this next piece of music. And I decided to call it Until the Last Moment. I would like to dedicate it to all of you, first of all. And I would also like to dedicate it to all our fellow human beings who are so tragically losing their lives all around our world right now, and they're going through so much pain, in hopes that we'll give them a little bit of relief and help them with their suffering, their loved ones, their friends, their families, and that we do care. We hear it. We don't have to go into the news. I want to play this song in hopes that all this violence that is plaguing our whole planet right now will fade away, go away. It has never been the way, violence, never been the way, and it will never be the way. I'll play you the song. This one I got to calm down for. Thank you. Wow. Because I got to tell you something. Don't go on yet, just for a second. It's the time differences are amazing. There are people just waking up. There are people that set their alarms up because it's 4 in the morning there. And they're waking up and they just, or drink a lot of coffee and stay up all night and wait for this. It's pretty amazing what's going on around the world, and I love it. It's very exciting. All right, let me know when we go up.
We are live.
We are, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. That's really nice. Hi, how are you guys doing? Welcome. Say hello. From San Rafael, California. Sorry to wake you all up. It's we've been having a lot of fun, as usual. And you can tell the audience is very boisterous. And we're having just... Do you have any questions?
I do.
You always have questions. All right, Michael, go. Where are we going first?
The first question comes from South Korea.
Oh.
Hello,
Hi.
Yanni. I am Yu Kyung Lee from Seoul, South Korea. I am a longtime fan of yours who has been listening to your music every single day for many years. When I listen to your music, I feel two different distinct parts. The first part is pure emotion, something that we don't get enough of these days. The second part has a very different feel from any other kind of music, especially music with lyrics. I would like to hear your answer as to what this second very powerful part that I am feeling is. It touches me and moves me, and I would like to know why and how. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
It's a very difficult question. Thank you very much, but it is a great question. And by the way, annyeonghaseyo, and 감사합니다 for your question. I just said hello and thank you in Korean. I have been in South Korea many, many times, and the fans are amazing. I have a lot of fans there. For those of you who don't know, I think most people don't know this. It's, the South Koreans are called the Italians of the East because of their passion for music. They love music. And they educate their children. They protect their children from quote unquote, or parentheses, however you want to cover it up, from garbage. There's no other word to put it. It's just to protect them from seeing things that they shouldn't. And they learn to play the violin. They learn how to play the piano. They're really educated. It's pretty amazing. I've been going there for what, 20 years now. I was there in '94. It's more than 20 years. And I've been watching this country explode. This little country has left its mark on the whole planet. You can see what they've accomplished. It's completely different now than it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Pretty stunning. Thank you for your question. If I can remember what you asked. I had to tell him a little bit about, that's what I mean. If you don't go there, you won't know. By the way, they're amazing audiences, but they can be feisty. They're strong. They're very strong people. They're, yeah. They're, you know, all Asians are not the same. We tend to lump everybody together. They're not. They're every culture, from Thailand to Indonesia to South Korea to Japan. You keep going. They're all different. Vietnam, anything. You just name it. It's a different thing. And they have their own sensitivity, the gentleness, or they can be a little tougher. Anyway. I think the emotional part that you're talking about, definitely, because my music is pure emotion. That's what I work from. That's how I write music. I feel it, and that's it. I feel the emotion, and then it's very easy to know what sound I'm going to use, and then we'll talk a little later about creativity, not right now, how it goes about appearing, how do I make it materialize, what I hear in my head, and what I bring to reality so that you can hear it too, which is extremely important, of course. The other thing that I feel that you're mentioning is you're feeling it's a level of consciousness. In order to go to these places, that to be able to become one with your creation, your music, your painting, your book, if you're mathematics, physics, for doing equations, it's not plotting. It's not 1 + 1 = 2, therefore we know 3, and we can deduce A + B, we can deduce C. It's a quantum leap. You find yourself at Q, and you don't know how you get there. These levels are very difficult to reach. And if I have done my job right, when you hear the music, you go to that level. You should do that. And all of a sudden you feel it. And as long as the music is playing, you're there. If the music stops, you have to put it on repeat. It is, I think that's what she is trying to describe. It is Korean is almost impossible to translate in English, and vice versa. So that's what you're hearing there. I think I'm glad you're feeling it. I'm glad you were feeling this, and I'm glad you're enjoying the music. And you see, no lyrics. It translates. It goes. The whole message goes directly. It bypasses logic, goes directly in your heart. Enough talking. I am gonna play a song for you and for everybody else who is watching, and I'm gonna try to do exactly what I just said. I don't know if I can do it because when I write it's in private. I don't play the piano for anyone. And when I record or when I write a piece of music, I'm alone in my studio. That's it. No engineers, no nothing. It's just me. And it's a private experience. So I'll see. I'm going to play a song that I have not played like this ever. It's called... no. That's a good guess, though. Good guess. But it's a little slow. I would play a word in private. It's called Whispers in the Dark. Yeah. Let's see if I can go away and go into the black and create something that's not there. And it's just a matter of me relaxing, right? I can't see you very well. I have a light on my eye, but here we go. Thank you. Wow. It actually happened. It took me a little while. Took me a little while to let go. I'm not used to it. You can tell. The best version, you like it. You know the song. It's not like that. These parts don't exist. And I'm looking at, you know what happens is it's an area. When I write a song, it's a whole area of music. And it has 10 themes, 18 themes. And because of the limitations of the CDs and all that, you have to kind of eliminate parts. But these parts never are forgotten. They're there. It's just a matter of tapping into them. It's very difficult to do it in front of a live audience, but I did it. I'm very proud of myself. There you go. Yeah. I'm very happy we were recording this because I don't know what I did. Okay. All right, Michael, where else we go?
Joy from New Jersey wants to say, my very favorite piano composition is the original version of In the Mirror. I would love to hear you play it live.
My Joy?
Yes, your Joy.
You have no idea. This lady, we were doing, it was 2000, was that 2011? Or 2001? One of those.
2011.
We were doing the concert in Puerto Rico. Okay. Who has trivia about Yanni? Because I don't. We were doing El Moro. We did the video at El Moro, which was amazing. And it was raining every day, and wind, 50 miles, 60 mile an hour winds. We couldn't practice, we couldn't play. Video cameras, equipment, everything. We managed to do one concert, almost made it through. It was a little more than 3/4, but that wasn't good enough. You had to have the whole concert to have video. And I had one more day left. We've been trying for 3 or 4 days. We couldn't get it done. And I looked down and I saw, could you put it back on, or is that difficult?
Yes, we can do that.
I saw this beautiful face sitting four rows back. And she was not carrying an umbrella. It's outdoors. We're at El Moro is a fort in Puerto Rico. It's beautiful, but you're exposed to the elements. And I saw her without an umbrella, and something came to me and said, it's not going to rain tonight, your mom is here. Swear to God, true. I saw her without an umbrella, and it didn't rain, and we did the whole concert, and it was amazing. And it worked. So sorry to do this to you, Joy, but what I did is after the concert, immediately I went and found her. And I hugged her and I said, you were my mom, and because of you I knew it wasn't going to rain, and it didn't. And from now on, for the rest of your life, you have a pass for you and your friends, any concert, anywhere in the world that I am playing at. And so, yes, I'm going to play, but In the Mirror, of course I'm going to play anything Joy wants. This is for you, my love. There you go, Joey. Every time I see Joy, I get a smile on my face. And she still dances. Mr. 83-year-old, where are you? Oh, there you are, sorry. Oh, it made you cry. Thank you, but it feels so good. I wish you had a microphone all the time. You're going to be my sidekick. You got all the lines. All right, Michael, where else?
Khalid from Cairo, Egypt writes, "This is such a privilege, dear Yanni. Thank you so much, and we are waiting for all of your new updates. And by the way, there is a warm message with love from my students in Russia after I showed them your wonderful song, One Man's Dream, from the Dream concert in Egypt. They were amazed with it, and they were amazed more when they knew that you are answering personally direct to your fans.
Yeah.
My question is, would you like to one day add an Arabian musical instrument to your orchestra in the near future, as you already did with many other foreign instruments? Thank you, Yanni, and come back again to Egypt, please. We do love you."
Of course, thank you, Colin. Thank you. Yes. Wow. Obviously, I would add an instrument. Every country I go to wants me to use their instruments if I could, but I never do, not never. I only do it when I feel that I understand the culture, I understand the instrument, and it's real, and I know what I'm doing. I don't just go to Brazil, pick up a Brazilian instrument and start making some music if I don't know what it's used for and what it means to the culture. I don't want to lie. I want to tell the truth. In instrumental music, you can't lie with. You can't, it's not words. Anybody, you know, a parrot can put 3 words together, I love you, you know, but try saying that with notes. If you don't know what love is, if you don't feel it, how are you going to put it into notes? How are you going to describe it? Can't lie. That's the beauty of it. And so, yes, I loved Egypt. We were there, played in front of the Sphinx, and I started with One Man's Dream because it was a dream of mine for 30 years. We were going to go to Egypt. We were going to go to Egypt. We never made it. Finally, we did it. It was a spectacular thing for me and what it felt like to be there. And we were loved to death by the Egyptian people. We were taken in, adopted. We were treated like I cannot even describe. Very, very nice people, very sweet people, and they never, you know, I have to say this, at the risk of talking too much now. It's not like they were looking at me going, oh, okay, here's the famous man, let's go over there and get his autograph. They were going, hey, Yanni, welcome home, we love you, and they waved at me. Or they came over and hugged me, which drove my bodyguards crazy. So, you know what I'm going to do? Since you said Russian students, were you teaching them in Egypt or were you in Russia doing it? That was not very clear on your message. It's irrelevant. But if you don't mind, can I play One Man's Dream for them? Hey, thank you. See? Thank you.
Thank you. Before we go off, Travis, stay for a second. I wanted to say something about this song. I don't know how many of you have noticed it, but this song remains unresolved. It is only 2 minutes and 45 seconds because that's all I had to say on the subject. But it is unresolved. You don't know the ending. When I finish with... instead of going... That's the ending, right? That would be a final. But I don't do that. Still an open door. We don't know the answer. Okay.